What is going on, everybody? Thammagotcha here, and we have some more Ultra League battles. This team was suggested to me by someone on Discord here, so thank you so much for suggesting this team to me. This is an XL Nidoqueen, so regular one is not going to work as good. You can still try it out, but I think the XL would work a lot better just because it's a lot more tankier. You have Walrien and Obstagoon, so obviously you're pretty weak to counter in the back, so you can swap into Walrien at some point to probably try to draw out the counter user or your Obstagoon, either or, and then have either one of them sweep in the back. So pretty weak to Swampert in the lead here. So I can swap. I can actually swap into Obstagoon here to deal some nice chip damage. They're probably going to swap out at this time because they're probably going to want to keep their Swampert for the Nidoqueen. We're able to get the Night Slash off, and they build up a bunch of energy and actually end up swapping into Registeel, which is a weird swap, you'd think, but they're probably hoping to get shields down here with the Registeel, because we're gonna have to shield up a Focus Blast, because that would do a lot of damage. But I'm actually really happy to see this Registeel right now, so I can get off a lot of damage, and our switch clocks are really misaligned. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna shield up the Focus Blast. I'm gonna build up some more energy, and I'm gonna throw the Cross Chop here. I'm gonna try and get a shield, and then maybe catch a Focus Blast onto my Nidoqueen because it's all resisted. So they're building up a lot more energy, so I'm assuming they're gonna go for the Zap Cannon, which is fine by me. They probably want to get the debuff, and then they come in with the Swampert. The Zap Cannon is double resisted, so we definitely can take that. They throw the Hydro Cannon. That does not KO us. Can we make it to the Earth Power? Yes, we actually can. That is absolutely amazing. This is gonna be taking care of that Swampert. Left, right, good night, Swampert. And see what they want to bring in here. They're probably going to bring in the Registeel to farm all the way down. I don't want to bring in my Walrien because I don't want to have to I can't really powder slow this thing down, so I chose to bring in my Obstagoon. I'm going to shield once here and then just farm all the way down, see what they want to do, and see what their last Pokemon is. And it's a Talonflame, which is perfect because we have a boatload of energy. So what I do, you throw 2 counters per Incinerate, 1, 2, and then you throw so they don't sneak a counter, so they don't sneak an Incinerate through, and you can throw on optimal timing. So 1, 2, 3. If this is just a Flame Charge, that is completely fine by me. I have to get to this next Night Slash here to get that last shield. Now, the problem is that they are going to make it to their Brave Bird before my Walrien gets this Icicle Spear. It's a CMP time. Oh, this is a boosted Brave Bird coming in. It does not KO us. That is absolutely amazing, and we're going to be getting off this Icicle Spear. This is going to be taking out the Talonflame. Good night, Talonflame, and that's going to be a good game. Very well played by my opponent. So hopping into the next match, Nidoqueen into Drapion. I'm going to stay into this matchup. I'm going to throw the Earth Power. See what my opponent's actually running first. If they throw a Cruncher, I know they're not running Aqua Tail, but they are running Aqua Tail, which is quite unfortunate for us. So I'm going to throw the Earth Power off, see what my opponent wants to do. They actually end up shielding that, which is fine. So now I'm going to come in with the Obstagoon here, and they're staying in. So Aqua Tail does not do threatening damage really, so they can get off multiple Aqua Tails, whereas I really only have to get off 2 Cross Chops to take this thing out. So first Cross Chop coming in. This is a Shadow Drapion too, so out comes a Mandibuzz, and I'm trying to stall out the switch clock timer here so I can bring in my Walrien. And so I think I end up letting this one go because we do survive an aerial ace. And then I end up bringing in my Walrien here, and I'm hoping to get to this Icicle Spear. Yes, we do before they make it to a move. That is absolutely clutch. See what my opponent wants to do. And I'm not worried about move time throwing here, just because I want to get this damage off onto this Mandibuzz before they end up swapping out. So I'm trying really, really hard to get to this Icicle Spear, and we actually get there, which is quite nice. But honestly, maybe I should have just not thrown it, but in comes a Greedent, and I'm really happy I threw that Icicle Spear just to get some nice damage off. And they're going to be able to spam out these body slams pretty fast. So I'm going to load up just a little bit more energy. I'm going to throw an Icicle Spear, And then I'm going to come in with Nidoqueen. I could come in with Obstagoon, but we are so low that one Body Slam would have just been able to take us out. We are 2 shields up though, which is quite nice. So now I'm just going to go for Earth Powers because they are shieldless. This is not going to take out the Greedent. Greedent is unreal tanky. But now I'm thinking we could go for the farm down here. Get some nice energy and hopefully throw an Earth Power to throw at that Drapion, or throw some Poison Fangs at the Mandibuzz. So I'm going to double shield here. And they actually don't let us farm down. But we're able to reach to the Earth. We're able to reach the Earth Power before my opponent is able to get the Aqua Tail, which is quite nice. Left, right, good night, Drapion. Back in comes the Mandibuzz. I bring in the Walrien. They're out of move. Oh, that is quite unfortunate. Aerial Ace is enough to take us out. So I'm gonna bring back in my Nidoqueen, and we're gonna be able to outpace to the Poison Fang. This is gonna be taking out that Mandibuzz, and that Greedent is just a couple poison jabs away. Switch clock timer is coming up because of that Greedent and Mandibuzz, but GG's, well played to my opponent there. Hopping into the third matchup, we got a Nidoqueen into Surpluff. You love to see this lead, absolutely amazing. They swap into a Dragonite, and it is just hard counter city from here on. So I'm gonna get to this Icicle Spear before they reach their superpower, because there's no need for me to wait till they throw the superpower. And from here, I'm gonna shield this up just in case it is the superpower. But they end up baiting with the Dragon Claw, hoping to get to another superpower, but no, they don't. We're just gonna Icicle Spear all the way down. And then that Surpuff is probably gonna come back in. I'm gonna throw the Earthquake, just because it's probably the only move I'm gonna get to, because they did build up some energy before. No, did they? No, they swapped right away. But we're actually able to get to this Icicle Spear, which is quite nice. And then I'm thinking, like, damn, this might be oh, I thought it was gonna be a Fairy Double Dragon, so that's why I saved my Walrien. But no need, because it was a simultaneous swap, and you can just go straight Earth Power here. Because these Sacred Swords absolutely do no damage. They do add up over time, and Cobalion is quite spammy. Earth Power is not going to be enough to one-shot this thing, unfortunately. Maybe if I had the Shadow, it would have been, but it would have been of a closer matchup because of how many Sacred Swords they were able to get off. And I'm not going to be able to Poison Jab this thing all the way down, so this is going to be quite unfortunate. So what I'm going to do, actually, is I'm going to swap into my Obstagoon. So by doing this, I force them to throw their energy, and on top of that, I force them to bring back in this Slurpuff. And I'm not going to shield. So that is why I swapped to my Obstagoon. They could have just maybe... It was either I countered them... Okay, I gotta pause for a sec. So it was either... I got to my Cross Chop to take them out and had to use a shield. Or they had to swap in to their Slurpuff here. And the reason why I made them switch back into the Surpluff is so that I can bring back in my Nidoqueen, get a little more extra farm, and then have a shield locked and loaded for this Cobalion. And my opponent knows the game is over. So that's going to be a good game. Well played to my opponent. Now, hopping into the next match, Mandibuzz lead. For some reason, I'm seeing Mandibuzz is all over the place. So they are at now 6 Snarls. They were able to sneak one through. I didn't throw on optimal timing there, so 7 Snarls. I'm gonna let this go, see what they're running. But honestly, I should just be swapping in one of my better Pokemon in the back. But again, this is quite the neutral matchup where I didn't want to hard lose anything. But like I said before, with my team being double weak to counter in the back, if I see if I don't swap out to pull out a counter user, I'm almost guaranteed to lose if I lose my Nidoqueen against it. So it would be quite important for me to bring out either Obstagoon or Walrien. So in this case, I would have brought out my Obstagoon because look at the counter. Yeah, see, if I would have brought my Obstagoon out here, it would have drawn out the Cobalion, and then I could have had Walrien sweep in the back. But since I waited and let my Nidoqueen go down so much healthier, that it wouldn't have mattered if I still had my Nidoqueen alive. So that was a mistake here by me. I didn't fully play this team up to its full potential. Running that ABB lineup, swapping into your secondary B to let your last B sweep the matchup. We end up getting both shields, and my opponent does not farm up any more energy, which is quite nice on my end. But we're gonna have to take a Sacred Sword or a Stone Edge here. This is probably gonna be the Sacred Sword because that was not quite enough for the Stone Edge. And we're actually able to get to this Earthquake before they reach their next move, which is quite nice. And let's see what my opponent brings in. It is a Swampert. Even with that extra farm, this Earthquake is not going to do enough damage to take it out. Even if I were to go to a double Icicle Spear, it still wouldn't have been enough damage to take it out. So unfortunately, we are going to be ending up losing this matchup. Left, right, good night, Walrien, and that's going to be a good game. Well played to my opponent. Hopping into the final matchup of the video. The video is a little bit longer because Ultra League battles are just absolutely insane. Talonflame lead. So again, I'm going to throw 6 poison jabs and then throw my Poison Fang. And they are overloading on energy, and I have a feeling they're going to Brave Bird and dip. Because I've already lowered their defenses, there's no point in them not lowering any more defenses. And out comes a Walrien, and I bring in my Obstagoon here. So I'm just going to go straight cross chop here. And I'm not going to overload on energy because I can probably outpace. I can outpace that Talonflame, and I'm going to shield up the Earthquake, which was a good move on me. If I didn't do that, that Talonflame would be able to just honestly farm us all the way down and then throw another Brave Bird at my Nidoqueen. So we throw as soon as we get it, really, just to take it out. So I'm going to throw 4 counters, and then I'm going to throw my Night Slash. They're out of move here, but they no shield that, and then I swap into my Nidoqueen here because I had a weird feeling that they're going to be weak to Obstagoon in the back. And unfortunately, I tried to click on my Poison Fang here, which I could have just jabbed all the way down, but that's okay. In comes the Trevenant, and we do have some residual energy on the Obstagoon. So what I need to do here is get both shields, or get a Night Slash damage off so I can just Powder Snow this thing down. So that gets the first one. They're just building up right to the back-to-back, and oh my gosh. Do we live 2 Seed Bombs from this health range? That's the first one. I think we do. I don't know. This is going to be so close. If we don't, we lose this game. We live on 1 HP. Oh my gosh. And they let that go through. In comes a Walrien, and they're not going to be able to reach 2 Seed Bombs by the time we Powder Snow them all the way down. That was good. That was a good game. Very, very close game. Oh my. Yeah. That was a nail biter. So reaching 28-16 with this team so far. I'm going to be playing with this team, hoping to get legend, but yeah. These games were absolutely insane. So you really got to be on the ball with this team. It's nothing's perfect, right? There's so much meta and everything like that. So just got to be aware of what you're playing against, and hopefully, you know, counting and moves and everything like that. So thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you all. If you are liking the content, please hit that like button. Comment if you guys want to see anything in the future. And like always, I will see everybody in the next video.